Hi guys, and welcome back to another news in brief. And this time we're going to talk about a young, exciting winger, and that is Ferran Torres. Now, you might know a little bit about Torres from Valencia, but there's been an article today in the Manchester Evening News, and it's talking about Leroy Sane. And it says if Leroy Sane does move to Bayern this summer, then at least Manchester City have already had a preview of what life will be like without the German winger. The serious knee injury Sane sustained in the Community Shield back in August put paid to his chances of a move to Bavaria. He's been back in training for a few weeks now, and if this season does not resume at some point, then it's unlikely to have any part in any sort of remaining games. And obviously with City still chasing lights of the Champions League and the FA Cup. But his name just constantly keeps being linked with a move to Bayern Munich. That would leave Pep Guardiola, it states, with a decision to make over signing a replacement. Last summer, he was adamant he wouldn't need to dip into the transfer market if Sane did leave, but the evidence of this season might now force his hand. As we know, City's problems out wide have been complicated by the loss of form of Raheem Sterling and Bernardo Silva, who've both been well below the standards they set last term. While Riyad Mahrez has impressed in parts, usual a bit of a threat from playing out wide. The lack of that serious pace has seriously hurt Manchester City's attack. At their best, City had success thanks to the double threat of Sterling and Sane on the wings, with both capable of beating their man on the outside, stretching the play and giving the midfielders more space to operate in. This season, City's wide play has been more pedestrian and predictable. It's just one of many reasons they've seen standards slip. Well, according to the report, Valencia's 20-year-old winger Ferran Torres is being linked with many of Europe's biggest clubs in the summer, with Barcelona, Real Madrid, Juventus and Liverpool all mentioned as potential suitors. But the youngster could also be a good fit for Manchester City, giving Guardiola another option out wide and a versatile player who can keep the width or drift inside to help build play with attacking midfielders such as Kevin De Bruyne. Despite only turning 20 last month, Torres has already made 88 appearances for Valencia, and while there's only been 9 goals, his coaches have absolutely raved about this kid. Torres is yet to make his full Spain debut, but under-17 coach Santi Denia described him as the complete package technically, which must be music to Pep Guardiola's ears. He's got all that he needs, he says, to reach the very top. Speed, ability, agility. He's the complete package technically. He is combative, but what he has above all is the pace and directness in one-on-ones that modern footballers need. He went on to say he's powerful, quick, steady with the ball at his feet and strong in the air. He's unpredictable. When he's running with the ball at his feet, he can go inside or outside his man because he is two-footed. He can cross, finish, and he can also shoot. Now, high praise indeed for this young kid. Now, if we were to take a look at, just looking at, I had a look earlier on transfer market. Well, he turned 20 in February, on February the 29th. Obviously, he's a Spain international, currently under 21 level, and so far his La Liga stats this season has been 25 games, 4 goals, 4 assists. So transfer market value him at around about £45 million. Now, we do know, and reading a little bit more about it, we do know that he does have a €100 million release clause, which is pretty normal on the continent. However, his contract expires in 2021. So there's going to be lots of wiggle way, to negotiate that €100 million release clause down significantly. Should Manchester City and Pep Guardiola be interested in looking for a direct replacement for Leroy Sane. So there you go. A little bit of news about Ferran Torres. And if you've seen him, if you have watched a lot of Spanish football, what are your thoughts on him? Do you think he is somebody that could be a direct replacement for Leroy Sane? Because as we know, we definitely have not been the same since we've not had that all-out pace and attacking intent of Leroy Sane on the left and Raheem Sterling on the right. But anyway, that's just your news in brief, and that's Ferran Torres.